Hey guys, I hope you're all doing good today. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my February favorites and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is a palette, and I feel like I completely forgot about it once I bought it, because you know whenever you get a palette and you're so excited, you use it a lot and then you forget. Well, this is what happened with my Vice 4. So this one's one that I have been using a lot lately just because I feel like I have been doing very everyday looks every single time. You know what I mean? So every time I think of using something bright or some color or something, I know that the Vice palettes, because I have the Vice 3 and this one, the Vice 4, there's a ton of colors in here, and this is what I'm wearing today on my eyes too, because I wanted to show you some looks that I have been doing. So this is just a very warm tone eye look. I'm using this one as my transition color and this one on the eyelid, and then I use this dark brown in the outer V. And I really like the way that it looks. I'm sure you can tell it's very bright, or it's different than an everyday look, and I love it. And there's a lot to choose from this palette, and this has been one of my favorites to go to whenever I want to add some color to my eyes. This next product is a blush, and it's very, very simple. This is by Makeup Revolution, and it is a matte blush. This one's in the color Nude, that's what it's called, but it is a little pink, so it's not super, super nude or anything. These blushes, this brand is very nice. Look at how soft that was. I mean, it's so pigmented. I use a big brush and then I just apply it so that way it's not all on one spot, because it can easily just leave a spot just because it's so pigmented. But I really like it. This brand is great, and these blushes are only $5. The bronzers are $6. So yeah, this has been my favorite. It's not nude, it's called Nude, but it's more of a pinky color. And next is something that has saved me because my skin, my T-zone, is pretty much going back to the oily stages. It doesn't get as dry anymore, and it's of course because it's getting warm outside, which I'm not complaining, but it has saved me like it does every single time or every year, because I've been using this for like 2-3 years maybe, something like that. This is the MAC Prep and Prime, and it is a primer, and this is what I use all the time whenever this primer and my, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you. This is my MAC Oil Control Lotion. So both of these together, I love it because it controls the oiliness that goes on, because if I wear just a regular primer, and you guys know that I run out of my professional, if I don't use any primer at all, if I go like this on any foundation, no matter what, if I go like this, the whole foundation will come off. And I know it sounds gross, but it's the truth. So whenever I use this, I know this works. So if you have oily skin, doesn't matter if it's your T-zone or wherever, I really recommend this. This is, like I said, the MAC Prep and Prime, and it doesn't say anything else besides base, skin base, whatever. It's a primer, but it's a black, and it has a little bit of sparkles, the bottle, and this one's just the oil control lotion. I used this one last year, using it now, still haven't run out, so I really like it. I really need to take off this swatch. I feel like I'm gonna get it somewhere. So next up, I am going to show you some mascaras. Not one, not two, but 3 mascaras, and I never thought that I would ever say that in one of my favorites videos, because I am not a fan of a ton of mascaras. And are you peeking? You're peeking? I'm not a fan of a ton of mascaras, and I just don't ever find anything that I really like. Now, there's some that I like, there's some that I just like because I like something about it, but I've never found one that's like, yes, it's perfect. I've had favorites just because I settle for one, you know what I mean, but never something that I really like. So this time I'm gonna show you 3, and I know it's crazy, but the first 2 are these 2, and this one's the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I use this one on my top lashes, and I separate my lashes first with this one, and it does keep them curled, so I do curl my eyelashes first, then I put this one on, and then I use this one. I like this one alone, but I like it better with this one first. And this one's more liquidy, but it's also thick, so it helps build up the mascara to make it look more like you have thicker eyelashes. So it doesn't really give a very spidery effect type. I don't know if you can tell because my eyelashes are not very long, but this one doesn't give me a lot of volume, but it keeps them curled and it keeps them separated. So whenever I add this one on top, this one is what gives me the volume, which is what I really like. So let me see if I can turn this way. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can, but I can see it with my mirror that shows me close up because my eyelashes are tiny, but hopefully you can tell they're not that tiny. I'm over exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And this one I like. This one is the Mimi I'm mascara, and the side that I like the most of this mascara is the tiny one because I can easily get on my lower lashes. And yes, this is a favorite. This side of it is a favorite of mine. So these three mascaras have been perfect. I'm good. I don't have to wear falsies all the time. I finally found a little mix of mascaras that I can use and I'm happy with, you know? You know what I mean? Next up is a loose powder, and I have a feeling that I already mentioned it, but it's such a good product that I'm gonna mention it again. If I have, sorry. But this is the NYX Smooth Skin Powder, and I have a feeling that I mentioned it in January now that I'm thinking about it. But I love this product. If I'm mentioning it twice, it's obviously a good product. I love this product for baking. I use it today too, and I use it on the under eye areas. I use it on the highlighting areas pretty much, and I leave it there for a few minutes. So I leave it on my under eye area, also on my chin, on my nose, and also right here on my forehead. And once I'm done contouring, I apply with my Real Techniques. You know how it has that flat side, the orange beauty sponge? I use that to line, you know, just the bottom of my contouring area just to clean it up. And I use this, I leave it on there for a few minutes, and then I take it off with a stipple brush, and it is perfect. So it is white, but once you take it off, that whiteness, you know, it goes away. So don't be afraid. It is gonna look white, but it doesn't stay super white. I mean, look at my face. It doesn't look super white, but it does brighten, and I love it. So if you're looking for a baking powder and you don't want, you know, to go and spend so much money, and you're looking for something that's more affordable, something that you can get at Walgreens or at Walmart, I really recommend this one. This is the NYX Smooth Skin. And next up is my foundation. This is my YSL one. So it is about right here already, and it's just something that I like. I use this foundation more than I thought I was. As soon as I put it on the very first time, I knew that I loved it, and I still love it. I still feel the same way about it, and it's great for my oily skin right now. It's great for my dry skin whenever it's still dry. My skin is still dry, so it's like combination, but my T-zone gets super oily, or at least my nose. I wouldn't say my whole T-zone. I'm gonna say just my nose, because everything else is pretty normal, but my nose is what gets really oily. And yes, this is a foundation that if I don't use a primer with, it will slide off, like I was telling you earlier. But with the primer and everything, it does a great job. It doesn't look cakey, dry, and it also doesn't look too dewy, like too much, like it's too oily or anything like that, even with my oily situation here. So I absolutely love this. This is the YSL Touche Eclat Le Tint Radiant Awakening Foundation. So, and it does have an SPF of 22, and it's just perfect. I love this foundation. Next up is something that I've been using for my hair a lot, and this is the Redken Pillow Proof Blow Dry Express Primer. It's a long name, but what it is a heat protectant, and I apply this every single time my hair is wet. Like every time I take a shower, I apply this if I know I'm going to use heat on it, and I just spray it everywhere pretty much. Mainly I concentrate on my, you know, my tips areas, because everything else is pretty healthy, but I still apply some. I just don't like to apply a lot of product towards my roots. Even if I'm gonna just blow dry my hair with a blow dryer brush like I usually do it, or if I'm gonna curl it or whatever it is, I always use that, and I love it. It looks like this, and you just shake it up because it does separate a little bit. So you just shake it up and spray it. It's perfect. This next product is also for my hair, and this is another thing that I use after. Sometimes I use it before, sometimes I use it after, but most of the time lately I've been using it after, just to give my hair some shine. This is the Moroccan oil treatment, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in favorites, but you know, it's still a favorite right now. This month I've been using it a ton, and I have been using this mainly on my ends right now because you guys know that I have lightened my hair, and I did it how many weeks ago? Like 2 weeks ago maybe? I lightened it up, and yesterday I lightened it up a little bit more. So just to give that shine back, just to make sure that it doesn't look dull, you know, as much as possible, because I mean, of course it's bleached, so it does get damaged. So just so it looks shinier, looks a little bit better, I like to use that whenever I'm done, whether it's curling my hair, straightening my hair, or just using the blow dryer brush like I did today. And this last product is a good product, but it's kind of like a bad product too. So it's a little bit of both, and the reason why I kept it last is just to kind of explain. It is a favorite of mine. It's opening. It is a favorite of mine because it leaves my skin super, super smooth. This is the St. Ives Oatmeal Scrub and Mask. So you can use it simply as a scrub. You can wash your face whenever you're done taking off your makeup and, you know, really exfoliate your skin, and it works. Your skin just feels so, so soft. Or you can use it as a mask, apply it all over, leave it for about 10 minutes, and then rinse it off. And as you're rinsing it off, you can massage it in your skin, and you know, it'll exfoliate too. The only problem is that when you're washing your face, it can get in your eyes, and I know that seems very simple. Like, of course, it can get in your eyes. Anything can. But this has little, it feels like sand. So they're very, very tiny little, I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about? Like the exfoliants, the little dots that help you, you know, scrub your face really good. If you know the word, let me know in the comment section because I can't think of the word. I already paused for like a whole minute. But it has some big ones, and then the mask itself is very sandy. So that part is what I got in my eyes. And I don't know if you remember the video. I don't know what video it was, but I told you guys I felt like I had a little cut in my eye and I didn't know what it was. Like, I felt something in my eye that night, but then of course I went to sleep and I was just like, whatever, hopefully it goes away in the morning. The next day it still felt the same and I couldn't figure out what it was. My husband looked in my eye, I looked in my eye, I just had the mirror in my face like, oh, there's something in my eye. You know, I couldn't put any makeup on. Like, the feeling would not go away, and it wasn't like I did it on purpose. Like, I know how to clean my face, you know. I've used so many face masks, I've used so many face washers, whatever, exfoliants, whatever it is, and it got in my eye, so it felt bad all day. The whole next day I still felt it and my eye got a little bit irritated. I'm just telling you, that's the only thing that you have to be super, super careful. And I never apply the mask like directly on my eye or on my eyebrow or anything. I usually keep it like below, you know, my under eye area. Sometimes I'll go a little bit higher, but not so close to my eye to where it's gonna get in my eye. Like, I already know that, I'm a big girl, but it happens. So that's the only bad thing about it. But other than that, it's great for sensitive skin. It cleans your face, it makes it feel nice, but it doesn't feel dry. And whenever you're done, it just feels, did I do something weird with my nose? And whenever you're done, your skin feels soft right after. Like, you don't need to use it 3 days until you feel results or see anything. It feels soft right after. So I really like it. It's a great mask. It's a great scrub. It was just that one tiny little problem. So these were all my favorite products for the month of February. I've shown you guys some of these products before. Some you haven't seen in a long time. Some you haven't seen at all. I honestly don't remember. Sometimes I don't remember what I show you. But these were all the ones that stood out to me for this month that I used a lot of other products, obviously, but these were the ones that I loved the most. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what were your favorites this month, and also tell me what type of videos you would like to see on my channel. I am writing down all the suggestions or recommendations that you guys have and what you want to watch. So I do write them down. I will get to them, and yeah, just let me know in the comment section what type of videos you like to see. I do want to upload like almost every day. I want to do it every day, but you let me know if you would like to see that, because I'm gonna be popping up in your newsfeed a ton if I do. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.